Hi, this is part 2 of my rave review, Rave Rewind 2023. And this one is going to be Anthony Super Cool makes his own EDM Festival 2024. Did you get that? I started this passion project last year, and I did this because I had a lot of time on my hands because I didn't have a job around that time. I think my thought process was that I've been to plenty of raves and seen enough DJs where I felt that I could create a lineup and build my own fantasy festival. So that's what I did last year. I really enjoyed it, and I did it again. So let's go. I'm just gonna dive right into it. Here is the lineup. And this is basically a collection of all the DJs that I saw in 2023. And already there are significantly more DJs than whatever I made 2 years ago. And there are a couple of reasons for this. One of it might have been because I went to more festivals, but I keep a rave sheet of every single DJ that I've saw. And I made a little bit of an effort to include non-headliners and like openers and closers as well. You know, festivals need those, raves need those, so I paid a little bit more attention to that. And I added a few of my friends in there, Bambi and DJ Steak. It's my festival. They're gonna be in it. This time I chose to do it in Boston. I grew up in Boston until I was 16, but I finished high school there, so lived there until 18. They don't have the biggest EDM scene. I know they did Breakaway last year. I heard that was really fun, so let's make it astronomically bigger. And in Massachusetts, at least, Patriots Day is a state holiday. It's a lot of fun. The marathon always happens that day. I thought that it would have been cool to do a festival around that weekend. How that works in regards to hotel demand, foot traffic, cart traffic, security. I don't know. That's not my problem yet. This lineup has enough artists to do 4 stages and a 3-day festival. Year before it was 3 stages and 2-day festival. We're upgrading here. First stage, I called it the Big Dig. It's a lot of progressive house and just a lot of mainstream artists that even non-EDM people would know. If you don't know what the Big Dig is, it's just an overly expensive reconstruction job moving an interstate highway under the ground. Second stage is called the Boston Tea Party. This is basically dubstep, aka just a list of everyone I saw at Lost Lands. Kind of a sick name. Third one is called the Finish Line, homage to the marathon that weekend. It is a lot of house artists and a lot of bass house artists. And the last one is just called Harvard Stadium. You guessed it, the stage is gonna be at Harvard Stadium. It's gonna be a lot of melodic and drum and bass people. I thought I did a pretty good job dividing all this out. So I made multiple of these lineup posters. I feel like some festivals like do a full lineup and then they do like a day-by-day lineup and then, you know, set times and all that. So this is the day-to-day lineup and this headlines the headliners. And then next one we have our overall set times for all 3 days, and you can see like the differences in all the EDM types, all the EDM artists. And over in the next one I did a set times lineup for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, comparing every single stage, every single artist is in there, I think. And I like doing this for all the actual festivals that I go to because it's either on like an app or it's just kind of listed, but no like overlap vertical. Like I want to see who is overlapping with who. I did this for this one. I'm gonna keep doing it for future festivals that I go to. It's actually a lot of fun for me. So looking at Friday's lineup, I gotta support my friend DJ Steak, and then I would probably go to the Big Dig and see Blau. And I'll probably stay for Audion, and then I might stay for. Am I just staying at the Big Dig? Actually, I might. I really like Crystal Sky's set at Lost Lands, so I might go there. Oh, but then I want to go back and see Afrojack. Yeah, I'm probably staying at one stage all of Friday because I do want to see Griffin and Martin Garrix. Looking at Saturday, I'll probably go in and prioritize seeing Epic High first. I've said this many times in my video. They're not EDM. They're a K-pop group. But since I saw them last year, they're in it. After that, I might go and see Grabbits. I might do Illenium drum and bass. I'm not the biggest drum and bass guy, But that was a lot of fun at Ember Shores. He always does a drum and bass set. Then after, it's honestly a toss-up between Grizz or Nightmare. And I say toss-up because I never really know what I'm getting with Nightmare. I've never seen Calvin Harris at a festival, so I'm pretty curious at that. And then the last one, I'm gonna end Saturday with... Dude, I have no fucking clue. Who the fuck made these set times? He should go to hell. And then Sunday, I'm gonna go see Bambi because he's cool. Now I'll probably go and see Fairlane at Harvard. And then Last Heroes was also really good. I liked Last Heroes. And then after, I'll probably go and see Gigantic Nightmare. Then from Gigantic Nightmare, I'll go Swedish House Mafia. And then after that, it's like a toss-up between Skrillex or Illenium. But I haven't really seen Skrillex at a festival either, and Illenium, that's the DJ I've seen the most, and I just came back from Ember Shores, so I'll probably end with Skrillex. So for the site map, I think I did an exceptional job. And over here, I'm gonna really rely on Google Maps here. Entrance, if you're coming from north, like Cambridge, you go over the Memorial Bridge, and then you go in from that way, or if you're coming from Boston, you just go up from Alston and all that. And I'm pretty sure there are like nearby T's from both the red line and the green line. And going through like security, will call line, and all that, I know there needs to be some level of space. That'll be reserved for the soccer field that's across from Harvard Stadium. Once you get in, not necessarily the stages yet. It is called Electric Carnival. So I thought there needed to be space for Carnival. It's gonna be on the McCurdy track. That's just gonna have your rides, your games, arcade. Gonna have food, drinks, bathrooms, water refills, anything that's not a stage. If you look at the Big Dig, it's gonna be like at the penis head of the site. So the Big Dig, that stage is gonna be just a mixture of like 6 different soccer fields, relatively flat, pretty open. I think that can hold a great amount of people. And you go a little bit down where the tennis courts are, that's gonna be mostly your VIP lounge, food, all that kind of good stuff. The Boston Tea Party is gonna face another soccer field and then 2 baseball diamonds. I think the dimensions here are a little weird. I don't know the topography or the terrain that well, but I'm just gonna deal with what works here. The finish line is gonna be at 4 baseball fields. It kind of makes a circle, so I think it looks like pretty cool. I feel like house raves look really cool when it's kind of like surround. I'm just kind of basing it off of my experience at like Circuit Ground at EDC. And then of course, last but not least, Harvard Stadium. It's pretty straightforward. It's the length of a football field, and that's just where it's gonna be. And of course, part of the festival experience are after parties. I also put in an after party square, like once the festival ends. Anyone who has an after party ticket to a venue that's in the festival gets access to this area, and it's just a whole lot of more fun there. And the after parties in the festival are just like repurposed arenas that's in Harvard. One is the Hockey Center, the Bright Landry Hockey Center, Laviatus. It's a pavilion, basketball stadium. And there are many different other venues throughout the city to hold after parties. There's Royale in Chinatown. There's the Grand in Seaport. There's Big Night Life next to TD Garden, I think. There's Brighton Music Hall, and there's, of course, House of Blues. So that's like 8 different after-party venues for all 3 days, 24 artists. You guys make your pick. I don't know or care at this point. Anyways, that's Electric Carnival Part 2. Looks like an absolute banger. So many headliners. Tickets probably, what, $950 Tier 1 GA. Let me know if you like this. Let me know who you would see. Always have a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff, and I'll talk to you later. That's my rave rewind of 2023.